This is Paul. I'm going to show you how to create a project following the steps that were discussed in some of the video lectures. Go to File. This is Pro Tools 11. I'm going to go to File, New Session. Pro Tools has several templates to choose from. I'm going to pick the blues guitar. And I'm going to select 24-bit. I'm going to have Wave. Sample rate is at 44.1 kilohertz. And I'm going to select an interleaved file format. Click OK. Save it as a file name. Right now I am on my dedicated D drive for my Pro Tools data. I want to save this one as Blues Guitar 5, for lack of a better terminology. If you had something else you wanted to call it, like my bass demo or my guitar demo, you should name it appropriately. Up comes the interface. If you want to set up your I/O options, there is the default output, which is to my monitor. There are the inputs, which is a M-Audio Mobile Pre with 2 mono channels, input and output, or excuse me, input and input. Then the buffer size was already set up. The other hardware settings, you can also go in here and select under setup your hardware settings. There's only one, since I only have one M-Audio device, the Mobile Pre. If you have other drivers or add-ins, you can select them here. Set up your playback engine. It's Mobile Pre. I also have the ASIO for All version 2 on here. And here you can see your buffer size. I have it set to the default of 256. I'm not going to enable my video engine because this is just straight audio. You can set up your peripherals and your disk allocation. So you can see the various tracks in the media folder. You can allocate stuff too. Also, Pro Tools allows you to have session defaults. Well, again, going back to the beginning, your audio format, you can have VW or AIFF, which was discussed in a lecture. The bit depth, you can select from variety. The pan depth, time code rate. There's a lot of different features you can include here. The MIDI interface. If you have any MIDI devices, you can set those up here in Pro Studio. I don't have anything set up right now, but I can create one. I have a MIDI, M-Audio MIDI Sport Uno I can add, and also the similar output, the MIDI Sport Uno out. This is just a regular synthesizer, so it's not included on the list, but there's a wide variety to choose from when you're going through the setup. Just click close, it automatically saves it for you. You don't have to select any channels if you don't want to. Going back and set up again, you can also set up your SoundCloud connection, and you can also select your click and count off, what you should do before any session you want to set up. So it's going to click just during play and record. That's the default. You count off only during record, and first 2 bars is generally good enough. If you want some more time to warm up, you get in the feel of the count, then I would use that. Maybe set it to 4 bars. That is my demonstration going through the storage, using the proper project name, the DA preferences, the recording file type, the hardware settings, and the buffer size. This is a very short recording, or a very short demonstration, but I hope you find it interesting, and preferably you'll learn something.